Today I'm going to take and recone a Jeep Liberty speaker. I understand a lot of people on the internet have been having problems with these. The ones with the amp on the side, they're very expensive to replace. Okay, so here's what I've done. I've already started the process here just to let people see how to do it. The first thing you do is when you take out your speaker, you'll pull off this cloth. Next thing you do is you'll take and you'll pull off this plastic ring right here. Very gently, it just comes right off. Next, what I did, I found that it was broken mainly along. It was only broken along the metal edge, not along the cone itself, the paper cone. So I took a scraper type of X-Acto knife. I scraped this edge, cleaned it up really good. Then I took an X-Acto knife like this, and I very carefully ran it along this edge like this. Trimming off just the foam. Be careful not to cut the paper. Okay, then this piece here came right off of the old cone. Next, I cut a flap in this here where the voice coil is to pull this protective cone up, and I put shims down inside around the coil to keep the speaker centered. As you can look down there, we see we have 4 of them. We kind of got them all the way down in there. When you put them in, make sure they're all the way down, and it should be pretty good. Also, when you do this, make sure when you cut this paper off, you do not touch the metal coil itself. You'll see there's a coil around the edge behind where this paper is. You do not want to touch that. Next, I've already pre-glued one of the cones. This is what it'll look like when it's done. We'll just do a test fit right here so you can see. It's kind of like this. We'll line this up. You can see how it's going to be kind of centered on there. Now, I put the glue on that came with the reconing kit. Very carefully, I'm going to try to center it up here. Looking at that black line that was already there from the old glue, try to get the best I can around it. And very gently I'm going to push this down into place. And now you can reach from the back side to kind of squeeze it. Just be careful not to rip anything, not to force anything. Make sure there's no bubbles. Nice and even. So I'm kind of reaching back from behind and squeezing it together just to make sure it's nice and good. It's going to be a little difficult in some places to do it. I go over here, I can't really reach behind it, so I'm just going to kind of force my finger and get all the bubbles out. Okay, now that's glued on. Might not be perfect, but it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, because just as long as you got these shims in here, that should keep it centered up right. Make sure it's right in there good. Next, we're going to put glue around this outer edge. We're going to lift this up. Use this right here, I guess. I'm going to take the glue bottle that came with it, and I'm going to squirt it all over this edge here, underneath here. If I can get it to come out, that is. I have to set this down here a minute. Well, it might be easier just to paint it on. Maybe open this lid up. Gotta set this down a second, sorry. Okay, now we're going to open the lid up here. We're going to get this paintbrush here. We're going to just dip it in and do it this way. We're going to kind of lift this lid up, and I'm going to use something, I got a little screwdriver right here. I'll just put it under here, like so. Kind of fold this back just a little bit. We're just going to work our way around, putting glue all under here, all under that lip. And that is basically it. Then after you do that, you let it dry. Put the cone back on, put glue around the edge, put your plastic back on, put your cover, glue that back on, and you're finished. And that's how we recone a Jeep Liberty speaker. Thank you. Bye.